squeeze it in right there. Right, Julian and Ryan, when all like a big, well, you see daddy really build the house, right? It's 4:45 and we fighting the elements. The rain spreading the cake now, spreading the cake. So you see, this is the beauty because these are the things that you need when you're building a house. And you just have to go and buy brand new board and those type of things. So that is why all you see me picking up board and thing at the side of the road to do what we have to do. Right, so this side of the house basically reach up to the 12 brick height. We're closing off the front here and making the lintel cut off for the corner here. Guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today we're still on the topic of the foundation and running blocks, right? As you all would have seen in the last video, we would have placed our profiles, we would have run the first raw blocks around the house and more to the corner, right? This is the end result, but I need to come to the end result to talk about that process, because when you're building your house, it's very important to plan the layout of your house. One of the things I remember asking uncle before I started building is, uncle, when I'm finished, I really would like to have a house probably 24 feet by 24 feet, so the bedrooms could be at least 10 feet or 12 feet in size. And uncle was like, Jacob, based on the budget you have, what you had to do, you're going to have to build half now and then the next half later. But he told me that is not something he advised people to do, because he himself still building his house after 20 years. So he tell me, try to put down my foundation of the house that you want. So you try to figure out what size you want. Our house is 18 feet by 25 feet. So that means when we run our wall in the middle, it will be divided by 9 feet on one side, 9 feet on the next side. And going backwards, the bedroom will be 9 feet by 10, 9 feet by 10. And then the bathroom is about 6 feet by 5 feet is the bathroom size. When you're building a house, after 13 rows of bricks, you have to put your ring beam on top. If we only built half of the house, that half would have still needed a ring beam. And then when we do the additional half of the house, we would have had to put a ring beam on that half as well. Due to the fact that we did the perimeter of the house first, we only had to worry about boxing and doing the ring beam for this half. And when we run in the inside of the house to separate the walls and things, it will cost less money. So that is why you have to sit down, plan it out, know how you're running your blocks. Because this house that you all see in here, this took about 4 pallets of bricks to block up the outside of the house. Then we bought probably about a half pallet of bricks in order to block off the top of the house, because you all will remember by the series when we were blocking off and how we use PVC to close up the top. And then later on we bought probably, well, let me jump back. We blocked off on top with a half pallet last. Before we did that, we built the bathroom with half pallets of bricks as well. Remember, in our house, the bathroom is on this wall, and then the wall for the next room on the next side. If we placed our bathroom in the middle, we would have had to get more bricks, because there would have been 2 walls we have to place. So one here and one there. But because we built it in the corner, we only had to build 1 wall to separate the bathroom. So there are many things to consider when running your bricks. Get a floor plan. Have your floor plan, position your bathroom first. In our case, we had to tap off to my mom's sewer, so we were limited to which place we could put the bathroom, because we had to connect to her sewer line. So that's how we end up going on that wall over there. So when you're running your bricks, have your idea. This is the perimeter of your house, the bathroom and those type of things. Even if you have to figure it out, you can start with the perimeter of your house. I will advise people, if you have to go and build only half first, do your half first. If you could push to get your whole foundation and run up your columns and those type of things to support your roof, go. But you see, running blocks, you guys, it's very important to have your plan, because you don't want to spend money behind blocks and then you're breaking it down, you're doing this, you're doing that. You have to figure out where your windows going. Example, this window we have at the front of our house, or the side of our house, is a 4 feet by 6 windows. So watch out this. This is the amount of space we leave, plus going up here. Our outside of the windows are not made up. We still have work to do, as you guys can know. There's also an option for vent blocks. You can use vent blocks to get air, light. It's also cheaper compared to purchasing windows. So vent blocks is something. Position yourself when you're running your blocks, because watch it carefully. This is the foundation here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you reach 5 brick heights, you have to know where your windows going for your house. You see, you're not die 5 brick heights. So probably on your second or your third day of running bricks, you have to be aware of where you want to put these spaces. For our 2-bedroom layout now, we have 4 by 4 windows now. Same 5 brick heights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the bedroom window, bathroom, vent blocks and again. So you have to be ready. You have to leave spaces now to interlock your blocks when you have to join walls and those type of things. So you leave your spaces, whether it's concrete or red bricks you're building with. You have to build with a plan. You have to have an idea. You're not just going to make a box and move in. You have to figure it out. Going into this project, we knew we were limited with funds and we had to come up with ideas. We had to use vent blocks. Say hi. Hi. Say hello. Hello. Jelly, come say hello. Jelly gone. Jelly gone. For our kitchen as well. The kitchen is different, so watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 your vent blocks or your windows for your kitchen. Uncle told me the reason for this is because of your counter. Because of your counter height. So in your kitchen area, it's really 6 blocks. Hi, Jelly. You wanna come down? Nah, you stay up there. So our next kitchen side now, 6 brick heights, and you can see that the next window is at the 5 brick heights. And building your house, there are standard rules which I didn't know about before I was building. It's uncle who taught me these things. So your bedroom windows are at 5 brick heights. Your kitchen windows, vent blocks, these things start at 6 brick height because of the counter space and tralala tralala. Your kitchen sink, all these type of things. You have to know, right? So that is why I am doing videos which are being dropped on the building series, and then with the knowledge that I know now to come back to. So what we did when we were building is we focused on blocking up the 4 walls. And by day number 3, day number 1 we ran about 117 blocks. Day number 2 we put down around 200 blocks. Day number 3 we put down around 200 blocks as well, because it was uncle and I. If you were using red bricks, we would have been able to put down a little more, but still we were going good. As I said, this entire structure, I will say it took about 5 pallets of bricks. If we have to block up the inside will take probably a pallet and a half of concrete bricks to block off the inside, or 1 pallet of red bricks. So that will be how much to block off the inside. Remember what I was showing you all before is if we did use the 4 pallets that we had originally, we would have been able to build the half of the house, but then we still have to come and do the side with the ring beam. So I just want all to pay attention to that. Have a size. If you could push bigger, because I've been honest with you, paying for labor is expensive. Paying a mason is expensive. And if you have to do the next half of your house. That means probably, let's say about 4 days it might take you to run up the bricks for the next half of the house. Then a day to do ring beam unboxing, and next day to take it off, and then however long to connect your roof. So that is why I'm advising how we did the open layout inside until we put up the wall, to consider that. If you have to go small, go small. You try to do as much work as you can. That is the best way you can get it done on a budget. I know plenty of you all will like to, you all following the series, you all making you all start on how to. So our leftover foundation bricks, we use that to build a tank stand. But this is the layout here. Also, something you have to pay attention to, you have to do lentils on top of your windows and over your door. Let's say hello. So let me take you to over the door here now. A lentil as well. This is reinforced with steel and gravel on top the door here. So just some simple notes that by the way are very expensive. Windows basically start at, let's say, roughly 700 upwards. And the thing about windows is, if you decide to go with windows like us, which is 4x4, just take note, 4x4 windows cannot fit in most cars. It is too big. The biggest size window I believe you could try to put in a car is a 3x3 window, or most likely a 3x4 window if you have a wagon or a vehicle that could take it. So when you purchase any windows, they don't come with glass. You'll have to try to find somebody to install the glass and those type of things. So it's very important to know what size windows you're leaving the space on your wall for, because you don't want to have to put a lintel over your window and then after it's too small, because a power lintel for a 3x3 window is too small, and then you have to break down to make space for a 4x4 window. So please, you guys, use the time to plan out what you're doing. Don't make any mistakes. If you can't afford the windows, vent blocks is an option. You can put your meshing on the inside or the outside of it. I'm doing this video to give you all the heads up because, as I say, it's something that people overlook. And also, you guys, installing windows could take 2 to 3 days, and that means 2 to 3 day pay. So let's say you spend like a 2-3 thousand for your windows, you have to cater $2-3 thousand to install your windows as well. Versus vent blocks is like $6-7 for vent blocks, and while you're running your bricks, they're being installed one time. The windows, you have to pay somebody to pin it down, make it up, come back the next day, make up the outside, and there's work associated to it. So that is why I want you all to know, when you're running these blocks, what you have to focus on. You have to focus on your 13 brick height, your space for your window, your space for your door, your cutouts for your walls. And my bonus tip for you who made it to the end of this video is, after running your 13 bricks, then your ring beam, see if you could push 5 brick height and gain, or even 6 brick height and gain in the air. Reason for that is, the higher you put your roof, the more space you have inside, and it will open the possibility of even building a loft in your house. So all of those who want that little crawl space, or that area where you could stand up in your house, push your roof by a 5-6 brick height in the lowest point in the back, and 2-3 more in front. So that way you could have a crawl space, you could have that attic, that storage, that place to put your bed, that place to have your gaming corner. So that is my bonus tip for you. If we had the funds, it would have been nice for us to do that. When we get the funds later, we'd have tried to put a drop ceiling, even use some I-beam and those type of things to have some kind of nice finish on the inside. But as you all know, when we move in with this 2 brick height over the lintel here, not blocked off. We did that, then we put wire mesh in, put PVC to stop things from flying in and crawling in. So this is what I have learned during the process of building and what I would like to share with you. The other videos coming up, you will see the process of running the blocks. It doesn't take long to block up a house. In some cases, they could even finish block up a big house in a week time, depending on the scale, the size of it. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye bye. Say bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye bye.
Bye-bye.